Ready? Alright, first of all, our family would really like to thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. And it's been a really tough year for our family, and I know for you guys as well. We're just touched that those of you that are here, came out. It just shows how much you guys cared for her and how much of an impact she had on everybody's lives. A year ago, our lives were just shattered. One of our children passed away. It was Taylor. And there's not a day that goes by that she's not missed and loved. I'm going to read a poem. I know I'm not going to get through it either that well. And then afterwards, if you guys want to say a few things, you guys can stand up and say something about her. You never said you're leaving. You never said goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. A million times we needed you. A million times we cried. If love alone could have saved you, you never would have died. In life we loved you dearly. In death we love you still. In our hearts you hold a place that nobody could ever fill. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone. For part of us went with you the day God took you home. You have something they want to say?
Taylor, I can't believe it has already been a year. I think of you constantly and wish you were still here. When your mom asked us to write down a small memory for the 27th, I couldn't pick just one. Being in 6th grade and meeting you, doing the James Bond role, making a song in music theory about toothbrushes and VeggieTales, manila envelopes and Mr. Monticelli's, singing you a song that I had to make up in order to get you to laugh and wear that hideous mariachi shirt, or your passion for music. In my lifetime, the one thing I would hope to achieve is to have half the passion you did for music. Anytime I play the cello, I think of you. Anytime I hear Iris or You Raise Me Up, I think of you. Because I know how much you love those songs. It's hard to think about how fast life can change and stop you in your tracks. You have impacted me in more ways than I have realized. I just find it so hard to pick just one memory when there are so many. I have your picture taped to my mirror for the past year now. I see it every day and remember the amazing person you were and how you were an amazing friend to all of us no matter what. You truly are a role model for me. Like all of your amazing friends and family, I love you and miss you very much. I have to remember not to cry because it's over, but to smile because it happened.
Anybody else? Kimmy Austin?
I don't have a paper. She was my sister, and I really do. All the good times we've had and all our time. I really do sad. Not having her around, that was my best friend. But I know she's watching over and protecting everybody.
I miss it not having her around to duct tape her mouth shut when she wouldn't shut.
Oh wait, the thing that's been coming up lately is how she would tell you off and 5 minutes later you'd realize that you were just told off by Taylor. You're sitting there waiting, it's like, wait a minute, she just told me off in that sarcastic way she would do it, and you didn't even know it until it was after and it was done.
had tacky day. She walks up to the bus stop with me, dressed in, I don't even know what it was.
Feathered boa. I remember that.
Dressed up at the bus stop and said, "Bye, Booger, I love you." She's trying to embarrass me.
Yes, she had that. It was a pink feather boa. She had this bright red lipstick on.
Rainbow
She did not match at all. I mean, she really should have gone to war for that tacky day.
Hey, that's the point of tacky day, not to match.
I mean, we have a picture of it. I think it's on her Facebook. Wow.
Just like there, she was my inspiration to start playing music. Seeing her play music, it made me happy. And I thought if I played music, that I would be happy, and it has made me happy. She was my inspiration for all the music that I do, I play now. Or the instrument I play, she told me that music is something that to hold on to. It keeps you happy no matter what you do. You can always just turn on a good song and it'll always make you happy.
I heard recently at Homework's funeral, I heard this really nice thing. They said that when someone is born, they're born with just a certain amount of happiness and a certain amount of joy to give to the world. And Taylor was always a very happy, bright person. She always brought a smile to your face, no matter what. Even when she was angry, just the way she would go off on people would make you laugh. It would brighten your day. And they say that when you're born, God gives you a certain amount of happiness and a certain amount of joy that you can give to the world. And they say that some people just give it up quicker than others do. And I can say that my greatest and most happiest memories were riding on the bus after school with her. Me and Clayton Hodge would always have something fun. That would be the highlight of my day because, the rest of the day was just, oh, it's school. And then I would get on that bus and the first smile that I would see on that bus would be Taylor's. That and in middle school, I believe it was 8th grade, we had a solo together. We played Japanese lullaby. We had to audition for the solo. I got the cello part and she got the violin part. And every single time that I play that song on the internet, when I find it, it just brings tears of happiness and sadness, I get mixed emotion, and it tore me up whenever she passed away. It was sort of a disbelief, but I know she's in a better place, and I know that she's looking over on all of us. Whatever thing we do, whichever part of the day, she's always with us, and she never has left my heart.
And a couple of things I remember is, one, since you're mentioning the playing and stuff, oh, how, it aggravated me to no end. She would get in her room and she would shut her door, but you could still hear her play, which I loved hearing her play anytime. I mean, I would cry at all the performances when I was there. It just, all three of our kids were musically, and I cried at all her stuff, but I mean, just hearing her play it. But she would do her rehearsal, and the plucking. Oh my gosh, I told her one day, if you pluck that violin one more time, I'm going to just smash it somewhere. And she would do it just to aggravate me.
She probably immediately plucked it again.
Yes, she did. I mean, as soon as I say something, Taylor, can you do something else? Quit plucking the violin. And she would just go right back in that room, go pluck, 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 pluck. I was like, oh my goodness. So, with that, yeah, that was aggravating. The other thing was when she passed away, we kept her Facebook page open for everybody, and we always had this joke at the house. Taylor really didn't bring up a few people. There was a few names that was brought up all the time. Other than that, we didn't think she had any friends. She never called anybody. She never went anywhere. So the ongoing joke was, she's got like 500-600 people on Facebook, and I'm like, Taylor, who's your friends? And we realized it, when she passed away, and seeing everybody on there, she would come in and say, good morning, it's beautiful, or, people put how she'd always brighten up their day, or, and it really touched us. because that was just a side that really, we joked about, but we didn't honestly know just how she had impacted so many people and so many lives. It was just amazing. And in her viewing, I mean, to see everybody there, I mean, like I said, it was just, we couldn't believe it. And it made us proud. As parents, you wonder what your kids are doing at school or doing with their friends and stuff, and to see how much she impacted everybody, what they put on her Facebook page and said to us. I mean, it just made us proud. Anybody else got any memories? Or if wants to say anything about her?
Well, it's hard to say, like Molly said, just one thing. But I'm really gonna miss every morning hearing, "Hey, baby." We always said that to each other, and anytime I needed to talk, like even if I just pretended that I was okay, she knew me well enough to say what's wrong, and she never she would be brave enough to share with you what she thought, but she would always be there, if you needed her, and she wasn't afraid to tell off anybody if you needed her to. And it's really, it can be hard being here, but I know that if she was here, she would be amazed at how many people really love her and really care for her. And when we play this, I can't when we played this in orchestra the first day, it made me cry because she's my friend, and it brings up a lot. But you can't play the song without putting heart into it. To me, it's become like a disrespectful thing to even try to play it without feeling. So we hope that when we play the song, like Miss Smith would tell us, we'll play with our heart, because music, like Miss Smith said, is a comfort, and that's why Taylor played it. It gave us comfort, and we're hoping to share the same thing with you, and that's why we're here today. And there's just too many memories to name just one. Way too many. Oh man. But we hope this will help you think of all those good times that we've had with her, and we're glad to be here for support, because we need it too. I guess that's why we're all together. But yeah, that's all.
Anybody else?
Are we two? Do we need to check? Alright. You need me? 1, 2, 3.
playing the bagpipes. Afterwards, also, everybody wants to go back. We're going to our church. We have some food set up. We got a slideshow.
A lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of food. So everybody go to the church, please. Like I said, we have a slideshow that her dad put together, and then we'll go over to the other building, have food and stuff like that. Online on Facebook. Oh well, shortly before Taylor, it was about 8 months before Taylor passed away. My best friend, since I've known since middle school, her son, who was around the same age as Taylor, he passed away in a motorcycle accident, and she got me into a support group to kind of help me, you know, get through it. It's for moms who lost their kids. Dads do, but apparently dads don't open up like the moms do. And the same day Taylor passed away, an hour and a half, matter of fact, after Taylor passed away, a young lady, beautiful daughter, mother of a little boy, passed away also. Her name was Ashley. So I'm also honoring Ashley today, as well as her mom is doing the same thing for Taylor, where they live in Nevada. So.
I need to get in one group to let them out though so I can get it. Just in like one big circle or something.
Hey, can we have somebody that has balloons to stand right here?
Right here, Chris. Bring it.
Hey.
Kind of made a little tail end.
That's alright.
About
Did you hear him playing? Did you get to hear it?
Yeah, I heard what they got just got these playing.
Yeah, that was some of her orchestra people.
I'll tell her more.
We have scissors. Everybody gonna stand for that.
Told me about it the other
I
week.
guess we're standing
I
around.
can't remember if I'd sent you. I think I sent you something too. I sent her one.
He said, well, let's go. At least try it.
Yeah.
I said, it may be over.
No, we're going back to the church after this. We made a lot of food, so y'all come up there.
Right now.
After this, yeah. Well, then she's gonna play the bagpipes, and then I got a slideshow at the church. But
Okay.
which way are you gonna go? You gonna walk off that way?
She would do it for hours too. She'd
You know, we had a song that was only fucking.
yes, I know. Thank you, whoever introduced her into the class today.
Oh, fuck it.
Everybody just stand still for this.
They're writing as fast as they can.
That's fine.
But thank God there was ravine there because she would have destroyed the pool if not. She'd have been in the pool.
The pool would have been empty.
Yeah, we're going to get him.
So,
So Grandpa hasn't did any swimming pools in heaven yet.
that's what I was saying earlier. God, please, if there's golf carts up there, don't let her drive them.
I had to write juice on it every time we saw each other. We go juice.
Oh my God. Oh,
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all people
Yes. I like that.
Yes.